Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom Yisrael. Here we are in the land of the living. Broadcasting to you today live from my dungeon, the so-called command center here in Tennessee. Lafayette, Tennessee. The natives up here call it Lafayette. I don't know how you can take a French word and butcher it like that. I guess they trying to make some distance. Only making put some distance between who knows what. Well, a lot going on in the world. we may talk about that just for a few moments, a few things. But we have in our little rural county, hint, 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 henceforth, Pastor Dowell continually keep telling y'all to get out of the cities. Hint, hint, hint. Out of the population centers. We have in our little rural county up here 4 confirmed cases of the alleged and infamous coronavirus.
7 now.
Now 7?
7.
Oh, it jumped up. So we done doubled. Almost doubled. So we're up to 7. But no deaths. 7 cases, no deaths. Hint, 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 hint. Get out of the city. And hint, 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 hint again. And hint, 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 hint again. I understand. Believe me, I get it. I comprehend very well. Pass down y'all people down there and straightway y'all uncouth, unsettled, unsullen, backwoods, country folk. Well, we'll take that stigma. There's an old song out there. The country folks can do, the city folks can't do. You know what that is? We can skin a buck and run a trout line. A country boy can't survive. But city people can't. Hint, 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 hint. Hint, hint, and hint again. Yes. Get out the city. Get out of debt. And get around Israelites. And even at that, you're playing Russian roulette. Even at that. So check this out. Over there in Africa, there's a senator that is warning the Africans, or at least that's the name that they have been designated. They're really called the Hamites. And that's not negative and derogatory for saying that. It's just what it is. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? How you get a black people named after a European, and then all of a sudden they're all Africans? I understand that. That's just the way it is now. I get it. Conquer, rename, retool, revamp, whole 9 yards. But there's a senator that is warning. Thank you very much. There's a senator that is warning the Africans to not, listen to me very closely, do not use the coronavirus test kits. It's going viral. Huh? Do not use them, Africa. I know I got a few of y'all watching the broadcast right now. Let me cut on this straightway live here for a second. We're going to touch on a few things here today, hopefully to educate us as a people scripturally, because it is the Shabbat after all. I'm going to see if we can pull up straightway live. Uh-oh, there he is. Woo! That's where I can keep up with the chat room there a little bit. Carol, I got my stand in there in the bathroom. Can you bring it here? Michael Israel just got finished speaking this morning. And he was actually talking about how that the Gaffards, and ministries out there, they refuse to talk about this epidemic that the Torah said will cause you to burn, cause you to die. You know, homosexuality. I don't know why that's such a so-called hush-hush subject today, but they've done made it that way. You know what I mean? It's like a stigma. Now, don't talk about the homosexuals. Well, the homosexuals talk about us. Why not talk about them? Why not just stick with the book? You participate in that lifestyle, you're going to burn.
Definitely.
Period. You're going to burn. And I might add, you're going to burn for a very long time. I'm watching a chat over at Straightway Live. And I'm also broadcasting on Blog Talk Radio. That's online church.org, right? And we should be, we're on Straightway Live, so, and we should be on one other platform. What's the other platform?
Oh, YouTube.
YouTube.
Brother David.
YouTube, Brother David.
Yeah.
So we're not on Facebook then. All right. And one guy, well, the topic of discussion is what does now anyway, y'all just go back and look at it. I ain't got no time for all that. Let me just go ahead and move on, all right? The demonization that we see going on in this world is real. While yet we don't have answers for everything, and one day we will, we can only comprehend, and we can only speak that which we know. Because we know in part, we prophesy in part, but when that which is perfect come, we'll know it all. But then we can only speak that which we know. We are in some serious trouble because nobody knows how long this coronavirus stuff is allegedly supposed to be running, i.e. we're leaning towards it's this 5G radiation that's frying people's immune system, causing it to go crazy, and in some adverse way, it's becoming contagious. However, I heard from one of my shies this morning that they got, and we're going to look this up too, that they have a second strand of the coronavirus that's done started in China. A second wave. That'd be something since we have half the world on shutdown right now. And if any of you out there owe back child support, you're not going to get a stimulus check from the government. But if you have student loan debt, you can get one. Boy, that family court, man. Huh? You can't even find it in the Constitution. It's so unconstitutional. I feel sorry for you men and women out there to get so angry at each other that you let your rage fly you off into so much of a daze and everything else that you've gotten to the point to where you think that you can go out there and saddle up with the system, and the system is your friend. Women, the system ain't your friend. They're trying to use you to destroy the man. And then in the process, they're also going to destroy you too as well. Because after all, they want to get to the children. And it's amazing. Whoever you go get handout from, that's who your master is. It's a sad, sad situation. What's going on in the world, and the manipulation and the coercion of the minds and the way things are working. But the demonization is all but real. And I do mean very serious, real. The book teaches us that the word demons, devil, deimonze, dahimon da zo ahi. Well, that's some kind of syllables, isn't it?
Yeah. That's long.
That's to be exercised by a demon or to be vexed. Or to be possessed by a devil. Now, possession, unlike over in American culture, it does not, according to biblical standards, does not mean total surrender and complete control of your own volition. It does not mean that. What it does mean is that you have demons. You may not want them, but you got them. And some of you have become masters at rationalization. You understand that, right? Masters. And the Hasatan, Satan as we call him, he don't care. One way or the other. He loves inflicting pain. He does it. He loves it. And he loves you being destroyed for a lack of knowledge. All of us. Especially when you're rejected. I'm trying to get some more powerful peeps up here. The book of Revelations talks about two beasts. And it speaks about a beast, speaks about a false prophet. And this beast, who loves to open up his mouth and blasphemes against the Most High Yah. We're in Hosea 13. All right. To give you a little bit of understanding of what's going on, a comprehension, over in Revelations chapter 13, reading from the KJV or the King James Version, it says, "And I stood on the sands of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns." Now, if you go back over to Daniel, it parallels with Revelation. "And upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his head the name of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. And all the world," here we go, "and all the world wondered after the beast." Y'all have to understand something, comprehend something right here before we go any further. Whatever's going on in the world today, you have got to be able to see through biblical eyes, spiritual eyes. Because if you don't, you're going to get swallowed up and get carried away. Because remember, the Bible tells us to not be tossed to and fro with every wind of doctrine. But everything that's going on in this world today is supposed to go on. And man, while he's trying to play the Almighty, is actually following the script that Yah has already done laid down for us. And they don't understand it. They don't comprehend it. They just think they're coming up with all this stuff on themselves. But we're entering into a time, and you should know that we're already there. I had somebody on Facebook this morning, a woman, try to take me on the chin because she said Easter wasn't pagan and that I should be quiet. Amazing, isn't it? And I can tell you one thing. I don't give a shit or give a damn what happened in this world. My voice will never be silenced. I don't care what goes on in the world. In lieu of myself, in spite of myself, all the above. Find out any particular cliche that you want to add to it. But my voice ain't going to never be silent. The only way my voice is going to be silent is when I'm planted 7 feet under And then after that, this old body that's going to decompose is going to rise again. Not because I have any power and might of my own self to make it rise, but I know somebody who does.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
The whole entire world is getting itself ripe and ready to worship the dragon, the beast, the false prophet. That's his system. That is his holy so-called alleged trinity. It's really only one, masquerading himself, emulating himself into many different facets and ways. But the beast, the whole world is getting itself ready for it. The whole world. And the book says in verse 4, and they worship the dragon which gave power unto the beast. And they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, and who is able to make war with him? Whew. That is some type of character. Think about that. This cat up on the scene, coming up on the scene, he has influence and power to control and rule all the nations of the world. And he's going to manifest himself in lying signs and wonders that the whole world is going to say, who can make war with him? Who? Who is likened unto him? The fake, phony Ashkenazi Jews are going to worship him as Yahweh because they are deceived. They are going to believe that this is their long-awaited Messiah. The false, fake, phony Jews. The so-called Jews. Israelis. Ashkenazim. And Christianity, who is in lockstep and in bed with them, is going to lead all the Christians to follow the fake, false, phony Jews that are going to be worshiping the beast and the dragon. Because they're going to be calling him the Messiah. And all of a sudden, if you think there's a Mandela effect that's going on, you ain't seen nothing yet. Because all of a sudden, if you don't have this word hidden in your heart, the words on this page is going to change. And it's going to suit the beast and the false prophet. And when you read it, you're going to be set about thinking, this is exactly what we're supposed to do. Don't Satan got you Christians and you lying Jews right where he wants you? If it were possible, and it's not possible, he would deceive the very elect. Now, what are we looking for? Well, I'll tell you what we're looking for. Surely the Most High Yah will not do nothing until he reveals his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. We're also looking for prophets to come, who are going to prophesy in the streets of Jerusalem for 3.5 years. And if anybody comes up on them and try to destroy them, try to kill them, try to murder them in any way, shape, fashion, or form, you're talking about apocalyptic times. They're going to be consumed by these two prophets by fire coming out of their mouth. This is going to be some time. You can forget about the movies. All you got to do is just keep your TV locked in on Jerusalem. You'll be able to see, get your popcorn. But some of you, matter of fact, I ain't gonna say, the majority of the people in this world who don't have the testimony of the real Jesus Christ and who don't keep his commandments, you are going to, you think you cussing me out now You think you're opposing straightway right now. You ain't seen nothing yet. You're going to have murder in your eyes because you're going to see people like myself, Pastor Corey, Teacher Shane, Elder Rufus, just some of the voices that you're familiar with. You're going to see us constantly be online telling you that that's the damn devil. And the whole world is worshiping him. You understand this kind of setup? You understand this kind of setup? And they're going to roll out the guillotines. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm actually revisiting some old stuff we went over. Yeah. One day we may go over the seals, the trumpets, and the vials. But right now, y'all need to know this. Y'all need to know what's taking place right now, why we are going the way we're going in this world, and why we're in this vein right now. Because some of you ain't never heard it before. And they're going to try to bring for bear all types of pressure against these two prophets of Yah. Now some speculate Moses, Elijah, Moses, Enoch, Elijah, Enoch. And they have all types of theories because they like to say Elijah and Enoch because neither one of them died a natural death. And regardless, or if it's Moses, Elijah, Enoch, or Moshe and Enoch, you had better have your spirit in the right vein with the spirit of truth, that you're able to recognize the truth when you hear it. You had better be in such a spirit. You better make sure you have the genuine Ruach HaKodesh. Because if not, you're going to be deceiving. Some of you are already in that vein any damn way, especially when you are already believing that David is going to come and save you. But these two prophets of Yah, they're going to be, as the old saying go in this world, they're going to be raising hell. And the Most High Yah is going to allow a lot of us to be put to death. I know most of you automatically, when you're deceived, y'all wouldn't have me to be put to death. Y'all, that ain't what the book says. The book says that the world is going to reinstitute an old custom. There won't be no burning at the stake. It won't be putting up in front of a firing squad. They're going to roll out the guillotines. It don't say guillotine. What the hell is beheading then, damn it? Either way it go, off with your head. And I'm telling you right now, with the way that you Christians fight us Israelites, the way that your natural family members despise and hate us, and we got the spirit of truth in us, and we're telling this truth, and the way some of you get so damn angry and upset, you better make sure that that temptation is not the day that you fall away. Because woe unto the world because of offenses. Because offenses will come. And the whole world are going to call these two prophets menaces. Menaces to society. Because they're going to be deceived by the beast. They're going to be deceived by the false prophet, the dragon. Because he's going to be saying things, doing things that's going to suit you and benefit you. And you know how Americans love benefits. We in some serious trouble. Some very serious trouble. Y'all better hear me. Because we talking some truth here. It's going to get real ugly real fast. And I don't know, to tell you the truth, if some of you even have the spirituality to be able to stand. If you can't keep the commandments right now, if you can't have the testimony of Yahshua HaMashiach, let's go over to Revelation 12, then we'll go back to 13 for a second. Let me show you something. Because the book of 1st and 2nd Thessalonians, it talks this way. Revelation chapter 12, verse 17 says, and the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. All right? Listen very closely. Listen very closely. Which keep the commandments. That exempts all you Christians because you ain't it. They keep the commandments of Yah and have the testimony of Jesus Christ. You Christians, you can throw that all out. Because you've got one of your icons of a modern day preacher, John MacArthur, telling you that it's okay for you to receive the mark of the beast. And when that belly hit that spine, that's what you're going to want to hear. Because you ain't going to be able to buy or sell. And you're not preparing yourself. Well, Pastor Dow, whatever you got, they can come and take it. They can't come and take it if we give it to them. Can Yah rain manna from heaven again? Because we're going to be in apocalyptic times, man. I mean, Yah's already showing you that when the beast show up, he going to have his representatives on earth and they're going to show up too. Mm-hmm. And our power is going to be increased. Even more so. Pastor Dow, where you get all this stuff from? The book. Verse 4 again, and they worshiped the dragon and gave power unto the beast, which they worship, and they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with him? And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. So much for your damn 7-year tribulation. It ain't happening. And he opened his mouth in blaspheme against Yahweh, to blaspheme his name, and his tabernacle, and them that dwell in Shemaim or heaven. In other words, they after us on this earth, the remnant of the seed. They're going to blaspheme the name of Yah more than anything. And the tabernacle that is in that. The devil is going to go, he is going for broke. This is his last stance. Yes. This is it. His last stance. And it was given to him to make war with the saints. And in case you don't know anything about war, there are casualties in war. Notice, he's going to make war with the saints. That also means we're going to be fighting back. Well, some of us. Hope y'all listening. Are y'all hearing me pretty good on this thing right here? And to overcome them, and power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. I don't care where you at in this world. He had power. He's going to have power over every single body except the remnant of his seed. And except those who keep the commandments of Yah. If y'all hear me, type 7 in the chat room there. Verse 8, and I want you all to listen to me real close. Please listen. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him. When you get all, what's left? Nothing. Now, we already know who's not going to worship him. The ones who keep the commandments and the ones who have the testimony of Jesus Christ. And the one, I'm going to throw this in there. And the ones who love not their lives unto the death. Yes. See, some of you you love your life so much that even if you got to worship the beast, you'll stay here another week, month, day, year, or two in order to preserve this temporary wicked life. Mm-hmm. That's a bad way to be in. A very bad way to be in. Watch this. And all that dwell upon earth shall worship him whose names are not written in the book of life. I told you, we're not going to be the ones that's going to worship him. We're going to be the ones that's pointing the finger to the whole world, telling the world that that's the damn devil. And the devil's going to receive so many benefits. The devil's going to receive this lying signs and wonders. The devil's going to see all this. This damn beast is going to receive a great wound, false prophet, the whole 9 yards, and he's going to come back to life again. Yeah. And this world is literally going to hate us with a passion. They're going to seek us out. And they're going to turn us in. But before we go over here any further, let's go back to Revelation 12 for a second. Verse 1, and there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. And she, being with child, cried, travailing in birth, and pain to be delivered. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his head. And his tail drew a third part of the stars of heaven. Stop! Mm-hmm. How many of those damn angels fell and sided with Lucifer? 1/3.
1/3.
1/3. And did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born. And she brought forth a man-child, who was to rule all the nations with a rod of iron. And her child was caught up unto Yah and to his throne. And the woman, here we go. In case y'all don't know what this woman is, that's us. And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she have a place prepared of Yah, that they should feed her there 1,260 days. And there was war in heaven, and Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more. And the dragon, and the great dragon, was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world, and he was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And I heard a loud voice in heaven, saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our Yahweh, and his power, and the power of his Messiah. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before Yahweh day and night. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. And here it is. And they loved not their lives unto the death. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, and woe to the heavens of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. And when the dragon saw that he was cast unto the earth, he persecuted the woman which brought forth the man-child. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place where she is nourished for half a times from the face of the devil or the serpent. What am I saying? I'm saying, brothers and sisters, you better keep your spirit right. You better start overcoming every damn thing in life. You better make sure you keep topped off with the Ruach, the Holy Spirit. Because if you have any hope to want to be able to live through this and be part of this woman, because remember the prophets teaches us that he's going to gather his elect from the four winds of the earth. And just like he had a place prepared in the wilderness for the ancient Israelites, we're getting ready to repeat that thing again. The thing that was, it shall be again, and there's nothing new under the sun. And we're going to be nourished. In other words, Yah is going to have a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. He's going to take care of us. Our shelter, our shield, our buckler, our exceedingly high tower, our great reward, our provider. He's going to rain manna. And guess what? If I'm there in the wilderness, not a one of you going to complain. Because I ain't having that shit. I know history. I ain't having it.
No.
You're going to sit up there and cut off the blessing of Yah from us. You're going to sit down and shut your mouth and eat that manna with gratefulness.
Yes.
Don't you ever let me hear something, I wish I was back in America. Well, we had all the delicacies of the food. I'll help you get back there. I'll boot your ass out of that camp so fast. Because if anything, we should learn from history to not repeat the same mistakes of the past.
Yes.
We're not going to get out there in that wilderness where Yah's taking care of us and providing for us and then turn around and murmur and complain and gripe every step of the way. Neither murmur ye as they that were destroyed of the destroyer.
Yes.
Now, I'm telling you right now, I'm in Torah, I'm in Daniel, I'm in the Gospels, I'm in Revelation. I'm all over the place right now putting this thing together, and in the prophets. And the woman was given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into a place where she is nourished for a time and time from the face of the serpent. And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood. In other words, that's called an attack. And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood. You know how that the Most High Yah calls Korah, Dathan, and Abiram, and everybody that appertained unto them. The earth opened up. Moses said that Yah is going to do a new thing. He opened up the earth and caused all of them to go down into the pit alive. See, anybody that come after this woman right here, Israel. And the Most High Yah got this protection on these right here. Mm-hmm. And you don't know who we are. You don't know if we're going to be appointed to death for the guillotine, or you don't know if we're going to be the woman in the wilderness. What you better do is keep your mind, center, attention, and focus on having a testimony of Jesus Christ and keeping his commandments.
Yes.
That's what you better focus on more than anything. And keeping yourself in the love of Yah. Because this is the time of Jacob's trouble. Y'all hear me? And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up with a flood, which the dragon cast out his mouth, and the dragon was mad as hell, Pastor Dow translation, with Israel, and went to make war with the remnant of the seed, which keep the commandments of Yah and have the testimony of Jesus Christ. War! War! For glory's sake, war! Back over to 13. Verse 8. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life. In the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. And if any man have an ear, let him hear. And I'm sorry, it makes no difference whether you like me, love me, or not. Totally irrelevant. That's a personal issue. Something that's got to be overcome. I'm not here for your entertainment and your amusement. You want to do that? Go buy your jukebox. Go buy your video game. Go to Six Flags or some shit like that. But I'm not here for that. I'm here for your soul salvation. Because when you got stakes this high right here, the only people that's going to be talking like this are the ones who are preachers. Because you can't hear without a preacher. And you listen to me, you go listen to the Left Behind series. You go listen to John MacArthur. You go listen to all these so-called theologians and Christians out there. You go listen to Ron Young, all these bastards. Every single one of them, they're going to have your ass crisply flying in hell. Yes. That's what they're going to do. And look at how many people are already deceived by the largest satanic religion that this world has ever seen. How do you get so many people deceived like that? If you can't beat them, join them. Can't beat them, join them. That's what the scribes and Pharisees did in the book of Acts. I mean, Thaddeus and all them rose up and said, man, let me tell y'all something. Y'all be careful of touching these men. You might find yourself fighting against Yah. I'm telling you. And so Satan figured, well, since I can't beat them, I'm going to join them. In other words, I'm going to have a form of godliness. But in everything that I do, in this false religious system on this world, I'm going to make sure that they deny the power thereof. Our instructions is to turn away from that mess. You turn away from Christianity. There's not one damn thing about Christianity that is the truth. Y'all did not write this book to a bunch of Christians. This is not even the history of Christianity. This is the history of Israel. Yeah. I'm a Christian. You about the dumbest person ever walked the face of planet Earth. Christians don't keep the commandments. Christians follow the other Jesus. Yes. Not the Jesus who Paul warned us about. Paul warned us about this Jesus right here. That's spoken about that is the false Jesus. But he told us who the true Jesus was. And this true Jesus is diametrically opposed to the false Jesus that Christianity is using this book to confuse the masses of the people. Telling you that he died on a Good Friday. Where the hell is a damn Good Friday in the book? And that he rose on a Sunday morning, Easter Sunday morning. We striking out all over the damn place. See, you ain't keeping the commandments of God. You keep traditions of men. And you are deceived. And don't be looking forward to, if you believe in these fairy tales, to be protected in this time of great tribulation. And with a mouth like mine, chances are, who knows? Y'all may have me slated for the wilderness or slated for the guillotine. Either way it go, I ain't bending. I am not bending. Let me see. The suffering for the present time is not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. And how in the hell can you get it and understand what it means when you're not strengthened every single week? Many of you are learning just how important it is that we assemble together. Y'all now really getting it. Some of you are really getting the revelation of it. Man, you won't believe how many times I keep hearing, I miss the saints. I miss the saints. What do you think gives us strength? Why do you think the instruction says, forsake not the fellowship of the assembly together as it the manner of some is? As a matter of fact, it even goes so far as you see this evil day approaching, you should be getting together. Yes. Even the more so. And some of you are comfortable with being apart. Comfortable. Yeah, it's too wide. Yeah, woe unto you that are ease in Zion. He that leadeth into captivity, Revelation 13:10, shall go into captivity. And he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And that, of course, people use this verse for a lot of things. All the European nations, all the Arab nations, all of them, all the people who claim to be Christians, they're all going to worship the beast. And they're all going to fight against the Most High Yah. They're going to, matter of fact, the United States of America, because the book says, and the armies of this world, they're all going to gather together in a field. They're going to be united. China, Russia, America, France, Germany, Mexico, Canada, Jamaica, Japan, North Korea, South Korea, all the nations of this earth, Turkey, Iraq, Iran, Pakistan,
All the stands.
yeah. Y'all don't get this. Y'all truly don't get Switzerland, the Netherlands. Huh? Y'all don't get this. All the nations of the earth are going to join together. And we're going to have a meeting place. We're going to meet in the valley of Jehoshaphat. And all the nations are going to be gathered against one man. Only one. And they are going to try their damnedest to destroy him in the sky. Now, ain't that something? Ain't that something? Hey, when he comes, no matter if you live through this or you died before time, we the remnant is going to have a front row seat. Because we shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. And when he comes in, he coming in with a grand entrance.
Yes.
With a grand entrance. While these nations are over here making war, because everybody ain't in the army. Everybody's not in the military, right? All the rich folks that ain't in war are going to be hiding in the rocks and the caves and the mountains and asking them to fall on them. To hide them from the one that's coming. And I'm going to tell you again, Israel, we going to have a front row seat. You're seeing how Pastor Dow's putting this together? This stuff has been embedded, ingrained in my spiritual DNA for decades. And by the way, Sister Latoya Payton, I think that's her, your husband that's incarcerated wants you to get in touch with him. I believe that's you. If I got it wrong, move on. We'll just move on to the next one, all right? But this damn devil and all the nations, they're actually going to believe that they're going to blow Yahshua HaMashiach out of the sky. And you ain't never, y'all seen how bright a nuclear mushroom cloud is? You ever seen, or the hit of a nuclear, y'all ever seen, you ever seen the testing of it? The coming of Jesus, Yahshua, is going to be so bright. Matter of fact, the Bible says he's going to destroy them with the brightness of his coming.
Yes.
That's power. That's some serious power.
All kindreds, all tribes, everybody will see.
Everybody gonna see.
Yes.
I don't give a damn if you think the earth round or flat. You can be on the upside, downside, y'all gonna see. I just happen to believe that in order for the whole earth to see him at one time, how can he be on the top of the earth and people at the bottom of the earth and then can't see him? This is going to be, for us, it's going to be glorious. Because I'm going to be clapping my hands. I'm going to be floating around up there with the king and with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob. all the patriarchs, all the prophets. And I am going to rejoice when I see the Most High Yah melt all these damn people and turn them into ashes. And some of your mom and dad is going to be joining that too. Some of your cousins, friends, everybody that reject the Messiah, they're going to be there on the receiving end of that. I think what I want y'all to get out of this more than anything is, don't you think that the people are going to love us. Are you hot in here? Okay. Don't you think that the people are going to love us? Because if they hate us now, you ain't seen nothing yet. You have not seen nothing yet. And when we start calling them Messiah, the damn devil, and the false prophet, the beast, you can forget it. It's a locked in. They're going to really think we're damn crazy. Yes. That right there in itself is going to be enough. And behold, another beast coming out of the earth had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. And what is Jack Van Impe and all these other Christians say? See, he said he gonna bring fire from the earth, just like Elijah brought fire from the earth. Look, it's written right here. That's him. Look at it. And we're the only ones going to be protesting this. Can you believe this? We're the only ones going to be protesting this. The only ones.
Yes.
And he go and he doeth great wonders, so they make a fire come down from heaven in the sight of man, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image. Here we go again. Make an image. It's always make a damn image, huh? And I probably tell you the truth, probably some damn deceived Israelites is going to lead the way in making a damn image. Yeah. I mean, as soon as Moses went up to Mount Sinai, the first thing they want to do, make an image. Make a damn image. Make a damn image.
Get deceived first, now we got to
make we deceived. Make an image. Make an image. Make an image. There'll be no damn images made in Israel when I'm around. I don't think there's going to be no natural man police force, and ain't nobody going to save you from my wrath. I'm going to shoot the shit out of you. And I'm sure I got a lot of Israelites that will join in with me in defending the gospel. We're set for the defense of the gospel. I'm telling you, we're not going to blotch this next one. We ain't balking on this one. There ain't gonna be. We ain't balking on this. We ain't blotching this next one. That's why Straightway only likes dealing with serious-minded people. That don't mean that you're perfect. That means you're going on to perfection.
Yes.
But you gotta have the spirit of repentance. Serious-minded. What these Christians gonna do when they find out that their ass didn't get raptured up out of here like these false preachers done told them?
Or deception. Yep.
Verse 14, deceiving them that dwell on earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by the sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Now you know that's it right there. You know that's it right there. Because they see that, the whole world is finished.
Yeah.
Nope, that's the Messiah. That's the Messiah. That's the Messiah. Pastor Down, Teacher Shane, Pastor Corey, Elder Rufus say, no, in the hell that ain't either. You know how we going to look. I got to keep putting emphasis on this. Do you know, and Brother Daniel, do you know how we going to look? Telling the people that that's the damn beast and the false prophet. They ain't got this word hidden in their heart. And if there's anything to this Mandela effect, you don't think this damn word gonna change? That's on the pages of this book. They're already rewriting the Bibles now. They're taking whole verses out.
Unique power there.
Verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak. Now damn beast is speaking now. Ain't that something?
That image that they made, now it's got life.
Now it's going to got life to speak. And to cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. In other words, there ain't going to be no protest. There ain't going to be your rights. Rights. We got our rights. No, the beast and them go, we're going to show you your rights. You either bow down, worship, or die. And when many of you love your life so damn much, you ain't looking for death. The one good thing about a true Israelite is a good death. Mm-hmm. And the best death that there is laying down your life in his service.
Yeah. Death has no more dominion over us.
Yeah. Well, it's easy to say. I didn't say dying was easy. But what the hell you going to do when they come to your door? You got a choice and decision to make. See, a lot of people on here are bumping their damn gums and flapping their damn lips and painting a picture for you, trying to tell you that they all this and a damn bag of chips. Many of you ain't never seen death in the eye, face to face. Many of you ain't never saw it. You never saw a light going out of someone. You ain't never stood before real fear. But you're going to. But if your heart is indicted in a good manner, there will be nothing that can separate you from the love of Yah. That's why you have to stay immersed in this word.
Yes.
You have to have a prayer life. You have to stick to your guns. You know that you know that you know that you know that you know. Because I'm telling you right now, listen, the brothers that I know, we ain't going out like no damn punks. If we got to die for Christ, damn it, we going out with a fight. Hey, you ever read the history of Judas Maccabees? Mm-hmm. We going out there, no, we going out like OGs. Mm-hmm. And let's just go on and tell it like it is. Death is a promotion.
It is.
Just say it. Death is a promotion. Huh? Bro, saying you're going to read. Read verse 16, 17, 18. Read verse 16. I want y'all to listen. Listen real close. Read.
And he causeth all.
Some.
All.
Just a few people.
All.
We voted and we're exempt.
Causeth all.
To do what?
Both small and great.
That means the people who live under bridges and cardboard boxes ain't got a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of, as well as those who live in lavish mansions. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They've got it all.
Yes.
Both small and great.
Yes. Rich and poor.
Nobody's exempt. Rich and poor. Now he said all. Mm-hmm. Right? He said all.
All.
He didn't say some.
All.
He said all.
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 Small and great. Rich and
poor.
Poor. Even if you don't have a title position, if you're the president of the United States, it makes no damn difference. He calls us all, both small and great. All the way from Warren Buffett to poor-ass Pastor Dow. It don't make no difference. But Pastor Dow ain't going to be in this category. Mm-mm. Come on.
Rich and poor. Free and bond.
Whether you incarcerated or you walking on the streets.
Yes.
He going to get you. Come on.
2. Receive.
Receive a what?
Receive a mark.
Whoa. Receive a mark.
Receive a mark.
Receive a mark.
Receive a mark.
All.
All.
Small and great.
Small and great.
Rich and poor.
Rich and poor.
Free and bond.
Free and bond.
To receive a what?
Mark.
A mark.
Yes. In their right hand.
In their what?
Right hand.
In their right hand.
Or in their forehead.
Or in their what?
Forehead.
Forehead. They can put the mark anywhere. Here or here. Watch this.
And that no man might buy or sell.
What you gonna do when you can't go to the supermarket? Huh? Some of you so accustomed. I told y'all about living simple, didn't I?
Yes.
Getting yourself ready, didn't I? Mm-hmm. And see, because Revelation is not written in chronological order. You all need to know that and understand that.
Yes.
You have to be able to put this together like a jigsaw puzzle, and the only ones that's going to be able to do that are the preachers. It comes by divine revelation.
Yes.
It don't come by speculation. It don't come by reading some other damn books of some so-called false-ass historian from the 1st century. Yes. It come by divine revelation.
Yes. The Spirit of Yah.
And if any man got an ear, let him hear. You better hear. You listen to this big-ass eyed preacher right here. That's the one thing you better start really, truly doing. And taking it to heart and getting serious.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
When it comes to this word, there's no apologies. I'm not biting my tongue for nobody. He called us all. Both great and small.
Small and great.
Rich and poor.
Rich and poor.
Free and bond.
Free and bond.
To do what?
To receive a mark.
Where at?
In their right hand. Or in their foreheads. That no man might buy or sell.
I don't understand. What they going to do when you can't buy and sell no more? What are you going to do when you cannot buy and sell? You know, get your livelihood.
In commerce systems.
Your livelihood. You're not even going to be able to be employed. Because the only way you can function, now you can go join John MacArthur and them and receive this mark. Because he said that Christians should receive it. Got an article posted up there on Facebook. See, if you listen to Pastor Dow who tells you to get your ass out of them cities, and I'm sorry to have to be so common, but we so damn uncommon today, I have to speak like that just in order to get our attention.
Yeah, defibrillate that mind, yes.
You get your asses out of them damn cities.
Yes.
Move out in the damn country and start learning how to grow your own food. Now, it just sounds like wisdom, don't it?
Yes.
Don't it sound like wisdom?
That's wisdom. That's our heritage. We're agricultural people.
Is that seeking for the old paths?
That's the old paths.
That's searching for them and that's finding them. And when you do find them, you'll find rest for your soul. You see, right now, I'm at rest.
Yes.
We ain't got to go no damn well. We're at perfect rest. Great peace.
Peace.
Have all day.
Yes.
They're loved by law.
Yes.
And nothing shall by any means hurt them, harm them, offend them.
Mighty God. Hallelujah. Almighty.
Our employment is getting up in the morning, planting that seed, plowing that field, and putting a hoe in our hand and weeding in order to cultivate our food. We won't be going to the supermarket buying special condiments. You know, we got to have our sour cream.
Mustard kitchen.
What the hell? Are you serious? Are you serious? Ooh, Jesus. Read on.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he.
Now watch this. Before, it talked about two places. It talked about right hand, forehead.
Mm-hmm.
Right hand, forehead. Watch this.
Save he that had the mark.
Had the mark. One.
Or the name.
Two.
Of the beast.
Of the beast. Not Yahshua, of the
beast.
That's two.
Or the number.
The number of his name. Go over that again.
Save he that had the mark.
That's one.
Or the name.
Or the name of the beast. That means you can invoke his name. And still be able to buy and sell as long as you got the mark too. They want total allegiance. Or
The number.
The number
of his name.
Of his name.
Mark, name, number.
Mark, name, number. I'm telling y'all folks, that's why y'all think that we always read this book like we just now learning how to read in first grade.
Come on.
Because you got to digest it. You got to take your time. Don't I got a message up here I was going to preach on?
Yes.
Have I hit it yet? I ain't even touched it, have I?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, might as well just close it out. I'm just going to close out the whole damn thing. Because we already on the path.
Yeah.
What y'all want us to hear. And, of course, it is fitting given the environment that we find ourselves in right now.
It's relevant.
Right now. Now, here's wisdom.
Mm-hmm. Let him that hath understanding.
Here we go again. Now, let him that have what?
Understanding.
What does Jeremiah 3:15 say? And I. Who's that I? Somebody say Yahweh. And I. And where does every good gift come from? What is it? It comes from above.
Yes.
Every good and perfect gift comes from above. And who's that I in Jeremiah 3:15? And I will give you pastors according to my heart. Was not David a man after y'all's own heart? Mm-hmm. I don't give a shit what you think about David. That don't change y'all's testimony of him. He's a man after y'all's own heart. So am I. Which shall feed you with what? Knowledge and understanding. And Revelation said, and here's wisdom.
Here's wisdom.
Let him that do what?
That hath understanding.
That hath understanding do what?
Count the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man.
And you better believe I know how to count pretty damn good. I'm going to flat out tell you who in the hell it is. If the prophets are not on the scene right now and this asshole shows up, I'm going to tell you exactly who it is. That's right. And there won't be no speculation. I'm going to tell you flat out. Now, it's going to be a thus saith the Lord. Thus saith Yah. That is the damn false prophet and the beast.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
It is the number of a man.
Mm-hmm.
And his number is 600.
And what?
60 and 6.
We're in trouble. We're in some very serious trouble because, again, if I can't get you to hear what we are already, and I can't grant you the ears here. You know what I mean? I can't. I mean, when we meticulously watch people to see if they are ordained to eternal life, because the Most High is the one who predestines. The Most High is the one who adds to the assembly daily such as should be saved. What we do is we preach the words, and then we have our eyes and our discernment tuned to those who are ordained to eternal life. Because that's who we're going to be spending eternity with. And we're very serious about their salvation.
Yes.
Y'all hear me? I mean, look at this thing right now. Look how easy everybody on the earth is so deceived. They got the whole earth, half of the earth shut down right now, at least half of it, because of this coronavirus. So much fear, isn't it? So much terror, isn't it? Me and the Ashai, we was out at the store the other day, and she said, I want to get out of here because of this damn heavy weight I feel in here. All this fear, just fear every dang where.
It's heavy. Real heavy.
I want y'all, would y'all please listen to me? Would y'all please hear? He that have ears, would you just listen to the preacher? Would you just, I did not make myself a preacher. Just listen. You better pray that your family can hear, because they are going to be deceived like hell. And if they hate Pastor Down the straight way now, I'm going to tell you again, there's an old song in the world. You ain't seen nothing yet, and you got another thing coming. Because, man, I'm telling you, they are going to join in with the people of this earth in complete 100% total hatred of all of us that have the testimony of Jesus Christ and keep his commandments. And now people getting mad at hell at us just by telling them to keep the commandments. Mm-hmm. You ain't never seen nobody manifest like this before. Keep the commandments. They get mad. I want to go over to Revelation chapter 2 and I want to show you something. And he's talking to the assembly at Smyrna. Start at verse 8 and read down to verse 11. Teach, and I want y'all to listen to something very closely. Listen to this. Come on.
And unto the angel of the church in Smyrna. Right. These things saith the first.
And the what?
And the last.
That's Yahshua HaMashiach. In case you didn't know. That's him. Come on.
Which was dead.
And what?
And is alive.
Come on.
I know that works.
This is exactly what he said. I know what you're doing. I know your works. And I know what?
And tribulation.
I know all the trials, the persecutions. I know all the sufferings. I know everything that you go through. Come on.
And poverty.
I know that you don't have everything like all the rich people do, but you are rich.
Thou art rich.
But you are rich. Rich in faith. But he also says what?
And I know the blasphemy.
What's the blaspheming? You mean tell me he's blaspheming?
There's blasphemy.
Yeah, there's blaspheming. I know the blaspheming of them damn Ashkenazis. Them damn Israelis. Over there occupying the land of Palestine. Occupying the West Bank. Occupying all of our land of Israel, Northeast Africa. I know the blaspheming they lying ass. Them damn Celtics, Gauls, Saxons, Wessex. All them damn bloodthirsty ass pagans. Come on.
Of them which say they are Yehudim.
They say. And they damn sure know that they ain't. But they say it. They have no genetic link whatsoever at all with Abraham, Isaac, or Jacob. But they say it. I know them that say that they are Jews, but what?
And are not.
But they ain't. But what are they?
But they are of the synagogue of Satan.
So let them go build a damn third temple all the hell they want. I still say it again. You ain't going to find it in this book nowhere. There's nowhere in this book that is prophesied of a third temple being rebuilt. What you're doing is you're looking at part of Revelation that's getting ready to take place of the place of blaspheming. That's what you're getting ready to look at. Blaspheming heaven, blaspheming earth, blaspheming the tabernacle, blaspheming us, blaspheming Yah himself. That's what the hell you're doing. And anything that's diametrically opposed against Yah, it all has to do with damn blaspheming. Because you're going to deceive the whole earth, the whole nations. Come on.
Fear none of those things.
Don't you fear none of those things.
Which thou shalt suffer.
You hear that? Don't you fear none of these things we shall suffer, because the suffering of our present time is not even worthy to the glory which shall be revealed.
That's suffering, yes.
All right, come on, camera. My camera won't focus right now. I got to do it slow. There we go. See that, Norton? Wow. Go ahead.
Behold,
the
devil shall cast some of you into prison.
Y'all hear that? Come on.
That you may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days.
How many days?
10 days.
Now, if you get cast into prison, you're going to be tried. You're going to have tribulation 10 days. But hold on. Don't give it up.
Be thou faithful.
Just count. 10 days. Be thou faithful what?
Unto death. And I will give thee a crown of life.
He's going to give you a what?
A crown of life.
Be faithful unto death. Be faithful unto death. Be faithful unto death. You better get rid of all this damn anxieties you got.
Yes.
Get rid of all these phobias. And all these damn fears.
Yes.
Because that shit is trying to punk you into giving over to the spirit of fear.
Yes. Much
Let me tell you something. Fear have torment. But perfect love cast out all fear.
Yes.
Are y'all listening to me? I ain't playing around with that fear shit no more. Never again. I'm going to fear him.
Yes.
In that case, I'm going to be terrified. In a reverence. Come on.
He that hath an ear.
Why does it keep on saying that, man? Everywhere we turn, it keeps saying that. Everywhere we turn, it is begging for us to hear. Is it not?
Yes. Let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the assembly.
We got our family over in the Philippines, man. They tuned in today.
Yes, hallelujah.
They tuned in today. You know what? We will be remiss if we can't finish this up. And I know that many of you don't want us to finish it up. Believe you me, I know how good it is. I know how good it is. I mean, we talk about this, man, we talk about this stuff all the time though, didn't we?
That's good stuff. Very good stuff.
We talk about this all the time. You want some eye candy, some mind candy? We give you some. We give you some.
Yeah, Jesus.
Now, whether you like it or not is another story.
Yeah. Feed that spirit.
You know, I want to go over to Daniel, the 9th chapter here for a second, teach. Everybody doing all right? Is everybody all right out there? Are y'all okay? I love all y'all, Israel. I really, truly do. I'm for y'all. I'm literally for y'all. I want to see you make it. I want to see you in glory. I want to see all of us there in glory. This is our time. We are here alive now. There's never going to be another time like this. This is our time. We're not going to ever come this way again.
Yes.
This is it for us.
Yes, the scroll's going to be rolled up.
This is our time. And it is time that we got to get it right.
Yes.
We've got to get it right. We can't be like the foolish people. We can't be like the foolish virgins that don't have oil in their lamp. This is our time. Start at verse 7. We're going to read all the way down to verse 11. Read, teach. Daniel 9.
Yes, I'm there. Yes. Oh, Master.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Yahweh righteousness.
Use some glasses. Okay. Go ahead.
Righteousness belongeth unto thee.
Who the righteous belong to?
Unto Yahweh.
Belong to Yah. Come on.
But unto us confusion of faces.
Come on.
As at this day, the men of Judah, and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and unto all Israel, that are near and that are far off, through all the country where thou hast driven them, because of their trespass.
Because of their what?
Trespass.
I want y'all to listen.
That they have trespassed against thee.
See, we got to learn, Israel. Come on.
O Yahweh, to us belongeth confusion of face.
Hey, Sister Desiree got your offering too. Appreciate it, sister. Bless y'all. Also heard about that foolishness going on down there too. You keep standing. All right, you and that sister down there, y'all keep standing. Y'all reward you, okay? You ain't forgotten. Hallelujah. Go ahead.
To us belongeth confusion of face, to our kings, to our princes.
To our kings, to our princes, come on.
And to our fathers.
That means every damn body in authority. Come on.
Because we have sinned against thee.
Come on.
To Yahweh our Elohim belong mercies and forgivenesses.
Come on.
Though we have rebelled against him.
Whew.
Neither have we obeyed the voice of Yahweh our Elohim.
Are y'all listening? Come on.
To walk in his laws.
Read.
Which he set before us by his servants, the prophets.
But see, we're making sure that we walk in his laws as best as we know how, as he reveals them to us. Come on.
Yea, All Israel.
How many of Israel?
All Israel.
Just some of Israel.
All Israel.
Only a few people of Israel.
All.
A reserved remnant of Israel.
All Israel.
Did what?
Have transgressed thy law.
Come on.
Even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice.
And what?
Therefore, the curse is poured upon us.
Y'all hear that? That's the reason why we're in the condition we're in right now. But y'all has got that place prepared for us to bring us up out of it. Read.
And the oath.
And the oath.
That is written in the law of Moses, the servants of Yah.
Uh-huh.
Because we have sinned against him.
Because we have literally sinned against him, which we better stop all this mess. Every single one of us. All right, let's end this. Let's go to Revelation chapter 1, verse 4 through 8. Everybody all right? Everybody doing pretty good? I hope y'all got something out of this today. Did y'all get anything out of this? This bless y'all day. We're sitting on just in Straightway Live right now. That's 439 people just in that platform alone. Must be some people over spying on our liberty, too.
Come on.
That's fine and good. Hope that you cross over. Yes. Be a true Israelite, right? Cross over. Read on.
John, to the 7 churches which are in Asia. Grace be unto you and peace from him which is, and which was,
come on,
and which is to come. And from the 7 spirits which are before his throne. And from Jesus Christ, who is the faithful witness,
come on,
and the begotten of the dead,
Rep.
And the prince of the kings of the earth, unto him that loved us.
Now you know it's amazing. Jesus Christ, who is the faithful witness, come on, to him that do what? Loved us,
and washed us from our sins
in his what?
In his own blood.
Just so precious. That just one drop of blood from that precious Most High.
Hallelujah.
Yahshua HaMashiach. Come on.
And hath made us kings and priests.
He made us what?
Kings and priests.
Now I know we don't feel like it, but that's exactly what he did. He made us that.
Kings and priests.
Come on.
Unto Yahweh and his Father. To him be glory and dominion.
For how long?
Forever.
Come on.
And ever.
Come on.
Amen.
Read on.
Behold, he cometh with clouds.
He's coming with what?
With clouds.
And what else?
And every eye shall see him.
We had to go back here so that you can see that we're not talking out the side of our neck. We had to be able to put this together so you can see that we know what we're talking about.
Amen.
It says every eye is going to see him when he cometh in clouds. Come on.
And they also which pierced him.
You know, I often talk about this. You know what I'm getting ready to say, too. Can you imagine you being the one that spit, plucked out his beard, slapped him, and then say, prophesy? Could you imagine being in one, and then one day you're going to stand before the one that you did like that, and you were laughing? You know, you Romans. You were laughing out there, jeering, mocking. Whew.
Yes. And even those of you that are persecuting us in this time.
Can you imagine?
Woo!
Y'all said that is a just recompense for him to put tribulation, persecution, and anguish upon every single one of you that do us evil, do us harm. I just made that simple for you to be able to know what's being said. You quote it, you probably, Vengeance is in his mind.
Yeah, it belongs to him.
It is. It's in it. He actually looks forward to the day.
Yes.
Oh, I know. Christianity done dumbed you down. There's not a friend like the lowly Jesus. You got people out here now that's preaching a damn false doctrine that even the devil gonna be saved. Can you believe that shit?
Yeah, that's not salvation. Now it's come salvation.
I tell you what, if that shit's true, if that shit's true, the devil gonna be saved, then who in the hell gonna save the devil from us? Because we're gonna get his ass for all this hell he caused us in this damn life.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sure is gonna make it.
This damn hell you done caused in my life and all the other Israelites' life. Oh, yeah, well, if he going to be saved, then all right, then who going to save his ass from us? Is this the man?
This?
That's what Isaiah said, huh?
They're going to look narrowly.
Look narrowly upon thee and say, is this the man? This the one that caused all that hell in all these nations? Him? That thing right there? People gonna be like, you gotta be shitting me.
That's the deceiver.
That's the deceiver. That's the one that did all this shit for all these years? Caused all this death, hell, and fury? Woo. Come on.
And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so.
Even so.
Amen.
Even so, amen. Come on.
I am.
Now, let's just settle all this right now. Some of you people that think there's 3 gods, 2 gods, 5 gods, 10 gods, God every damn way you look. This is the one right here that's faithful, right?
Yes.
And true.
Yes.
Is that right?
That's
this one is a faithful witness too, right?
Yes.
And then over here in the first verse, it says this is the revelation of Jesus Christ,
His revelation,
which Yah gave to him to show unto his servants the things which must shortly come to pass. Is that right?
That's right.
Is that right?
That's right.
And this is John on the Isle of Patmos, right?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to make sure. Now, this is Yahshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Christ talking. Mm-hmm. Let's see if you believe the revelation or you still too this damn dumb. Read on.
I am.
You what?
Alpha.
You go. Whoa. Wait a minute. When you go over to the Torah and you read in Exodus the 3rd chapter, you also hear somebody say that I am. Mm-hmm. Moses asking for his name. Mm-hmm. He said, I am. Abraham asking for his name. He said, seeing it is secret, meaning wonderful. Are you following me? And Moses told Moses, I am that I am.
Yes.
Eya Isha Eya. That's what he said.
Come on.
That's what he said, right?
That's right.
I am that I am.
I am that I am.
Is that right?
Yes.
And Yahshua also said when he was here with us on the earth in John the 14th chapter, I am the way, the truth, and the life.
I am.
And you think you're going to get to my Father? You can't come to him. You're going to come by me.
He's the door.
Now, we at the end of this thing right now. Yeah. We're at the end of this thing right now. And he is saying, I am. What are you?
Alpha.
And what?
Omega.
What else?
The beginning.
The what?
The beginning.
And the what?
And the ending.
The what?
The ending.
And what else?
Saith Yahweh. Which is.
Which is.
And which was.
Which was. Wait a minute. Which is. Always has been.
Yeah.
Always has been.
Yes.
Always has been, damn it.
Yes.
Always has been. Which is.
And which was.
Which was.
And which is to come.
Which was mean he was here with us and he coming again.
The Almighty.
Whoa. The what?
The Almighty.
The what?
The Almighty.
Go to Matthew 1. I thought we was getting ready to finish, but we can't. We got to top this thing off. Is that all right if we top this thing off on this Shabbat Saints of the Most High? We're going to top this off, all right? Verse 23. 1:23. Matthew 1, verse 23.
Behold.
Uh-oh.
A virgin shall be with child.
Uh-oh.
And shall bring forth a son.
Uh-huh.
And they shall call his name.
What?
Emmanuel.
They're going to call this son named what?
Emmanuel. Which it being interpreted
is what?
Yah with us.
Are you serious?
It is written.
Go to Isaiah 7:14. So Emmanuel means Yahweh with us?
Yes.
Yahweh with us?
Yahweh with us.
Now, let's see what Prophet Isaiah said. That's who he is, right? Come on.
Therefore Yahweh himself shall give you a sign.
Read on.
Behold,
mm-hmm.
a virgin shall conceive
mm-hmm.
and bear a son.
Uh-huh.
And shall call his name.
What?
Emmanuel.
Man, this son's name is called Emmanuel?
Emmanuel.
But when they found the interpretation of it, they knew it over in Matthew 1:23 and said that this is Yahweh with us.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what he says?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Go to 9:6. Isaiah 9:6. Read on.
For unto us
Mm-hmm.
a child is born.
Come on.
Unto us
A what?
a son is given.
I mean, in these three places, you keep talking about this son, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Come on.
And the government
Shall do what?
shall be upon his shoulder.
Read on.
And his name
His name.
shall be called
What?
Wonderful.
Now, don't he have a name written that no man knew but he himself, and his name is called the Word of Yah?
Wonderful.
But his
Yes,
name
it is.
shall be called Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Same thing he told Abraham.
Yes.
Way back over there. Come on.
Counselor.
What else?
The mighty Elohim.
Come on.
The everlasting Father.
Come on.
The Prince of Peace.
Did I hear you say the everlasting Father
Yes, it's there. It is written.
and the Prince of Peace?
The Prince of Peace. Hallelujah.
Go to Isaiah 45, verse 21. We're going to run this down. Well, I don't know why we're here, but we're going to go ahead and do this, all right? Isaiah 45, verse 21. Read that.
Tell ye, and bring them near.
Bring it near.
Yea, let them take counsel together.
Come on.
Who hath declared this from ancient time?
From old time. Come on.
Who hath told it from that time? Have not I, Yahweh?
Come on.
And there is no Elohim beside me.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
A just
A what?
Elohim.
A just what?
Elohim.
And a what?
And a Savior.
A Yahshua.
Yes.
A Savior. A Yahshua.
There's none beside me.
There is none beside me. None at all. Mm-hmm. Go to Isaiah 43, verse 10 and 11. You all right? You all right out there?
Ye are my witnesses,
You are my witnesses.
saith Yahweh,
Mm-hmm.
and my servant whom I have chosen,
Come on.
that ye may know and believe me.
Know and believe me. Are y'all listening to this? Come on.
And understand that I am He.
I am He. Come on.
Before me, there was no Elohim formed.
Wait a minute. He said I'm Alpha and Omega,
Yes.
the beginning and the end,
Beginning and the end.
the first and the last.
First and the last.
And it's the same thing still being said over here?
Yes.
Come on.
Neither shall there be after me.
Come on.
I, even I, am the Savior, the Master. And beside me, there is no Savior.
What in the world? There's no salvation beside Him.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That's right.
There's only one Yahshua, right?
That's right.
Is that right?
That's right.
Go to Isaiah 46, verse 9.
Remember the former things of old,
Uh-huh.
for I am Elohim.
Mm-hmm.
There is none else. I am Elohim,
Mm-hmm.
and there is none like me.
What? Keep reading verse 10.
Declaring
The what?
the end
Uh-huh.
from
the what?
the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done,
Come on.
saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure.
All His pleasure.
All His pleasure.
Read Isaiah 45, verse 5, teach. We're going to go ahead and call this, man. We're going to call it. I want to call it. Read it.
I am the Master, and there is none else. There is no Elohim beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none beside thee. I am the Master, and there is none else.
Keep reading.
I form the light
And do what?
and create darkness.
Come on.
I make peace
Come on.
and create evil.
Now, come on.
I, the Master, do all these things.
Come on.
Drop down, ye heavens, from
Mhm.
above,
Drop down.
and let the skies pour down righteousness. Let the earth open, and let them bring forth salvation. and let righteousness spring up together. I, Yahweh, have created it.
Let me tell y'all something. Jesus Christ, Yahshua said, if you don't believe that I am he, you will die in your sin.
Yes.
You people better stop toying around with this stuff. That's why it's called the revelation of Jesus Christ. The revelation of Yahshua HaMashiach. There's no more secret anymore. Not to those of us who he have quickened.
Yes.
Not to those of us who he has given his Ruach. There ain't no more secret.
Amen.
Y'all hearing me? Behold the Lamb of Yah that taketh away the sins of the world. I hope that some way, somehow, that we've been able to help stimulate thought. I'm going to give y'all one more scripture for y'all to combat Christianity, okay? From the prophet Isaiah. Isaiah 45 verse 20. Read that and we'll let this be the last one, teach, all right? Isaiah 45 verse 20. Because you know that religion is full of graven images. Wood. Crosses.
Yes.
Statues. Read.
Assemble yourselves and come. Draw near together.
Read.
Ye that are escaped of the nations.
See, that's what we are. Israel. We are escaped of the nations. Come on.
They have no knowledge that set up the wood of their graven image.
Y'all hearing that? That means Christianity and all the rest of these pagan religions around this world. They ain't got no knowledge. They set up their graven image. Come on.
And pray unto a mighty one, a God that cannot save.
A God that can't do what?
Cannot save.
That cross ain't going to save you, not as you wearing around your damn neck. What you need to do is get it off your damn neck and put it in your heart. And we talking about the real tree of Christ. That's what we talk about. I'm sorry, man. Galatians 3:13. Man, I'll tell you what, boy.
Christ hath redeemed us from the curse of the law.
Wait. He redeemed us from the what?
The curse of the law.
The penalty of death that comes with the law. Is that right?
Yes.
Read on.
Being made a curse for us.
Being made a what for us?
A curse for us.
Let's see. Did they hang him on a cross or on a tree?
On a tree.
What did it say? Curses everyone that do what? That hang him on a tree?
On a tree, yes.
Read Acts chapter 5, verse 30. I didn't lie either. This is the extended version.
The Elohim of our fathers.
What'd he do?
Raised up Jesus.
He raised up who?
Jesus.
Come on.
Whom ye slew and hanged on a tree.
So get them damn crosses off your damn necks and out of your houses. They're cursed objects. He never told us to glorify no damn cross. He told us to look to him.
Yes.
Period. Oh boy. See, and this is the reason why people get upset.
Yes.
They get upset, but they get upset because of our passion. You know what I mean? They get upset because our love for the Messiah.
Yes.
Because we ain't playing no games here. You know, we ain't been doing this, brother, saying for our health, even though he keeps us in good health.
Yes.
We doing this because we love him and want to be saved.
Yes.
We're not in a fire escape religion. Everything we do because he first loved us.
First.
And we just finally realized it. When the time he decided to actually come and knock on our door, we didn't harden our hearts.
No.
We opened it up and had him to come on in and he supped with us.
Yes, he did.
And he's been with us ever since.
Yes.
And he also said why he's been with us. He said, you know what? I like it here so much, I'm never going to leave you nor forsake you. I'm going to stay with you all the ways, even unto the end of the world. That's why he said it when he likes all of us Israelites. He said, I love this. I love this environment right here. What a good homely place for me to dwell in. And then while he's there, since he's our guest and is entertaining, we're entertaining him, he's asking us now, so tell me, what house you going to build me? What house are you going to build me? Mm-hmm. What house are you going to build me? Huh?
Amen.
We just got finished talking about end times. Don't let this coronavirus and stuff, whatever. So what? What if you die of coronavirus? You just got promoted.
Yes.
And you just finished all your pain and suffering. You literally just got promoted. So what's the big deal? Whether we live or die,
yes,
we Yeshua's, ain't we?
Yes.
We're going to live.
Yes. We
have an appointed time, and then the Most High Yah, when he's done with us on this earth, then we gone. The Ranger want me to keep it coming. Hey, Ranger, I've been at this almost 2 hours now. Oh, geez. The Most High led me to just come here and start talking about the end times. You need to be able to piece together and put together what's going on. It has to start making sense to you. So that, number one, you stay encouraged. You stay motivated.
Yes.
So when you see the signs of the times, and when you see all these things that's coming up on this earth, the stress of nation with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, when you see all this, you can rejoice and be exceedingly glad. And that's the sole purpose of actually going, is because, see, we have the light and the knowledge of understanding. That's what we have. Because he has opened up our understanding. He has given us understanding. And he loved us enough to give us preachers.
Yes.
Now, you got to understand, even though he's ordained me to be a preacher, a pastor, are you following me? He's the preacher. He's the preacher.
Yes.
Y'all hear me?
Yes.
We are carrying his message.
Yes.
We don't have no message of our own.
No.
We have a gospel that we preach, that you'll be saved by our gospel, but our gospel is his message. That's the same thing that Paul said. It's his message. And we dare not add to or take away from it. We're trying our best to put a defibrillator and keep it there on your mind. Matter of fact, we ain't even trying to even get breaks in between it. We're trying to make sure that it stays on. And that it fries your head so much that the word is just burnt in.
Yes. Hallelujah.
We're not telling you, boom. We're not trying to do it. We try, yeah.
Amen.
The only one's going to be lost is the son of perdition.
Yes.
That's it. Definitely not us. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We got Canada in the house. We got England in the house. We got the Philippines in the house. We got people from all over the earth, man, in the house.
Hallelujah.
Israel, I want y'all to be encouraged. We truly miss y'all. We truly do. I still think that this is a trial run. And when I say a trial run, I'm hoping that you don't let apathy and complacency enter back in. I hope you use this particular, I don't even know what I'm call it, epidemic, pandemic, or whatever the hell you call it. What do you call it? I'm hoping that y'all use this as a means of sobriety, to have a sober mind, and to see that, believe me, we know what we look like. We are under no illusion at all. We know we look stupid to the world. All right? It's no revelation. You're not telling us nothing. We know we look like a sore thumb out of joint. We know we look like a bunch of crackpots and kooks. We know that. Don't we know that? Mm-hmm. We know exactly how we look to the world. We know we look stupid to the world. We know that full well. With the full knowledge of Yah, we already know how we look. We know how we look to them. We know how we are perceived by them. We know all this, and yet and still, we stay the course.
Yes.
We still stay the course, no matter what, knowing the judgment of Yah. Therefore, we persuade men. We do it.
Yes.
Knowing the judgment.
Knowing the terror. Yes.
I'm telling you. And so, we've been running for Yahshua for a long time, and we ain't tired yet. And we've been preaching like this, like I said, going on 3 decades. And if you can imagine, we've been screaming and hollering, talking like this back then, you know how we look today. Because we know that the world ain't getting any better.
No.
At all. Take this message right here and pass it around to the people who you say that you love. At least give them an opportunity to either receive or reject eternal life. Because faith come by hearing, and hearing come by the word of Yah. And you can't hear without a preaching. You can't preach except he be sent.
Yeah, I mean.
As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things. Yet in all this, they were not here. For some reason, they were not here. So y'all be encouraged, okay?
Hallelujah.
If they're ordained to eternal life, they'll hear. Tell them I don't mind them rejecting my personality. I reject them myself. So now what? What do we do then? Huh? I'm not going to sit up and ask y'all, neither you all, why hast thou made me thus?
Why?
Huh? I'm telling you, who are we to reply? Man, are you out of your damn mind? You think we're going to sit up and start questioning y'all? Not me. Some of you may be bold enough to do that. Not me. Ooh. Not me. I'm not. I like staying in his good graces, his favors. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
All right, Israel. We're going to be doing the Passover via internet live stream. Y'all make sure that y'all sisters get the unleavened bread prepared. You should do it either that day, the preparation, the prep day, or the day period of what the world calls the Roman Monday. Because that evening, we're going to be taking the Passover. It won't take us long because we don't have many people to go through here. And we'll keep you posted as far as how things are going. We're hoping that all this lies and deception and everything else that they're using today, we're hoping that all this stuff comes to pass. Mm-hmm. But one thing, take this as an opportunity to learn how to be content. Take it as an opportunity to do that. And take this as an opportunity to be thankful.
Ooh, yes.
That the Most High Yah has you in a place like no other people on the face of this planet Earth.
Yes.
Surrounded by people who love you and love your Yah more than anything. Because imagine how a lot of people out there are doing with so much uncertainty. Some people are going to be, you got to understand, some people right now are going to be going to those mailboxes or checking them bank accounts and hoping that they get a stimulus check. That's what they call it, stimulus. Because it's only going to make you feel good for a short period of time. But see, if you follow our advice and live the way we ask you to live, you don't have to worry about no stimulus check. You don't have to worry about it all. The just shall live by faith. And then the scripture says the just shall live by his faith. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
So I want y'all to be encouraged, okay? I'm going to be staying in touch with y'all via Patreon, Facebook, YouTube. Y'all see my face. Be the Father's will. Y'all will see my face, all right? I want y'all to be encouraged this Sabbath day. I bless you all in the sweet, precious, and strong, and victorious, and mighty, overcoming name of our soon-coming King, Yahshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ. Shabbat Shalom, the King.
Yes.
He is coming.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.